We hear all the time that spring and summer are the most popular times to sell your home. If you're planning on selling your home this year, there are lots of small projects you can do to increase the value of your home. And here to talk more about this is Realtor Jeff Glover. And so we're so glad to have you with us today, Jeff.
Hey, thanks for having me.
Okay, so we know that things have been moving like hotcakes. You
Yes.
know, we're looking at the end of the school year, that time of year where we don't have snow on the ground and it's convenient to be moving.
Finally, most of the rain is behind us.
Hopefully.
Yeah.
What are you seeing in the market?
Yeah, so this time of year, a lot of people are calling us and saying, hey, we're thinking about putting our home on the market. What are some things we can do to get our home ready for sale? So, you know, getting the house ready is obviously a hot topic this time of year, and this is the time to go on the market because, you know, the grass starts greening up a little bit, the flower beds start blooming.
And the house looks good. Let's just be honest about it.
Yeah, it looks a little better today than it would, say, back in February or March, that's for sure.
Okay, so we want projects that are relatively easy, that are going to have high impact. What are your suggestions?
Yeah, so, you know, the mistake a lot of sellers make actually is they do the projects first and then they call us and say, okay, come out and check out the house, where really they should have us out first so we can make some suggestions of things they can do to get the best ROI. There's no need to remodel the entire kitchen or remodel the entire bathroom. There's little things you can do that get you a big bang for your buck, and so they should reach out to us first for those suggestions.
Spend your money wisely and your time for that matter. So we're going to go through a little list we have here. And first it looks like beautiful
starting with the flooring,
carpeting.
right? Flooring, carpeting, right? If you got tile, getting the grout in the tile clean. If you have carpets that are 10 years old, get the carpets replaced. If you have hardwood floor, get those sanded and waxed and get those looking good. Flooring is one of the best returns on your investment in a property.
Okay. And what about painting? We often hear about that as being something that is just freshening things up and making things even smell better and looking cleaner.
Yeah, fresh paint goes a long way, especially if you have pictures on the wall. Once you take the pictures off, you've got all the holes from it. Painting goes a long way, especially the kids' bedrooms. You know, they had to have the G.I. Joe blue, you know, colors over here and the pink Barbie colors over there. Let's neutralize everything and let's get a fresh coat of paint on all of the walls in the house. That'll give really the best return.
Okay, another one that we often talk about is our light fixtures. You know, I know that light is important in homes. You want a well-lit home, but you also want it to be updated.
Yes. Okay, a couple things with lighting. Number one, you want all of the bulbs to match, right? You don't want an LED bulb here and then a warm yellow bulb over there. Yes. All of the bulbs need to match in terms of lighting goes. Light fixtures. A lot of brass fixtures we're still seeing in homes. And brass is okay in moderation. You know, we're starting to actually see some homes where the brass is coming back a bit in moderation, but we're seeing a lot of oil rub bronze, we're seeing brushed nickel, anything that is post, you know, 2000 is considered updated. So if it's that 1980s or 1990s brass looking light fixtures everywhere, it's time to go to Home Depot and get those updated. And you don't have to spend an arm and a leg.
Yeah, brass goes a long way too. You end up seeing those hinges and you end up seeing doorknobs and things like that.
Yeah,
I mean, those are things that can be replaced. And of course, hardware is a really big one.
That is. Now, it's a tedious one because if you think about it, if you're going to replace the doorknobs, then you're supposed to replace the hinges, right? So taking off the doors is a big project. It's a long weekend, but it's inexpensive. I mean, think about going to Home Depot and just buying door hinges and doorknobs. I mean, it's time, labor intensive, but it's very inexpensive as opposed to remodeling an entire kitchen or finishing a basement, which is not going to be a good return on anyone's investment.
Yeah, and the hardware can really just change the look of a room also.
That's right.
Let's talk about countertops because people think a lot. You know, you mentioned kitchens and you don't have to do this big renovation.
No.
In fact, it's very time consuming.
Yeah.
If you just change the countertops, there's a lot of visibility just on the top of the
Absolutely. So the cabinets, especially, you know, what's amazing today is it's 2019 and white kitchens are back in now, right? So we go in a lot of houses where they had a 1990s all white kitchen and we're telling them to keep it. Keep the white kitchen. White kitchens are back, so just replace the floor and replace the countertops, and you save a ton of money on cabinetry. So a couple popular countertops right now, very popular is the quartz countertop, you know, that white with kind of a sandstone wave through it. Very popular countertop right now. Also, what's popular is the bar, the island of a kitchen countertop being different than the countertop of the rest of the home, so or the rest of the kitchen. So countertops is probably, aside from light fixtures and faucets and hardware, the biggest expense, but you will get a return on that. That is worthwhile doing.
And I tell you, if you're going to do it anywhere, do it in the kitchen.
Yes.
That's
Kitchen and the
kitchen
and the master bathroom.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
Pay attention to those two areas, kitchen and the master bathroom.
Those are great tips. And of course, you had mentioned before you make any changes, get in touch with your team.
Sure.
You have locations in Grand Rapids and Kalamazoo.
Yeah,
I want to
right.
bring attention to a project that your Kalamazoo team was recently involved in.
Yeah. So a couple weeks ago, we went down to the Peace House in Kalamazoo, where essentially it's a safe place for troubled kids from the neighborhood to come and spend time and play together and learn. And so they don't have a lot of funding because there's not a lot of public recognition that this particular property gets. And so we took more than half of our associates down there and spent the day, as you can see, cleaning up the yards, you know, the areas where they play, putting together clean areas for them to play, painting, landscaping, just making it a better place for them to go and spend their time.
Yeah, so really giving back to the community in which you serve.
We prefer that, that's right.
Yeah, how do people get in touch? What do they need to do? I know there are other steps. We really touched upon home improvement, but there are lots of things like getting pre-qualified and making sure that, you know, working within the budget, which seems to be the #1 thing.
I would say the best thing would be call us first before you do any work to your home. The worst thing that people do is they do the home improvements and then say, no, I want to wait to have you out. Let us do this work. I don't want you to see our house.
Right.
Come on out when we have everything done. You want to have us out first. And so you saw on the screen 855 Jeff Sells or online at housesoldname.com, or just Google us. You'll find us online at Jeff Glover at Keller Williams. But have us out first and let us give you free advice on what you can do to improve the home's value. Correct. You don't have to hire us. Just we'll give you ideas of things you can do to help your home show better.
Yeah. Well, thank you so much, Clark.
Thanks for having me.
Appreciate it very much.
Absolutely.
And we'll put all the information online so it's easy to find. And we'll be right back with more. Don't go away.